Meanwhile, remember the California school teacher who said this about the military. Listen carefully.
Got a bunch of dumb over there. Think about the people who you know are over there. Your freaking stupid Uncle Louie or whatever. They're dumb. They're not like high-level thinkers. They're not academic people. They're not intellectual people. They're the freaking lowest of our low.
Now the residents of Pico Rivera, California, are calling on that teacher, Gregory Salcido, to step down from his city council seat, including the council's only veteran.
All right, joining us right now is that councilman himself, former combat veteran, Army paratrooper, Bob Archuleta. Bob, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Hey, Bob, we saw a little of the meeting a week ago, and it was fiery, but he's not budging. What's your message to this teacher who's a councilman?
Listen to the community, listen to the nation. This country is coming together for one reason, and that's to acknowledge the fact that our men and women who are in uniform and those who have served with honor and distinction should be recognized and honored every single day. And this man just doesn't get it. He's got to understand the city of Pico Rivera, along with the entire state of California. Everyone I know is saying, Greg Salcido, step down. You don't deserve to hold that position in the city council or in the teacher's classroom.
Bob, you are the only veteran that sits on the council with him. Your two sons serve in the military. He said you and your sons and everyone in the military are the lowest of the low. What do you think about him?
Wow, that's amazing. You tell that to the jet fighter who's flying. You tell that to the paratroopers that are serving right now, the Air Force, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard. Those are my sons who are West Point graduates. I don't think any West Point officer, anyone who's gone to the academy, is the lowest of the low. And right now, our men and women who are serving are the brightest we've ever had. I had the opportunity to visit our sailors aboard ship. I was the LA County Commissioner of Military and Veterans Affairs for about 20 years. I served under two presidents, both President George W. Bush and President Obama, representing our men and women in uniform. And so I've been there. I've been on the ships. I've been on submarines. I've been on the military bases. And in today's skills that are needed, these young men and women are the brightest we've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that your town hall has received something like 100,000 calls and emails from people all over. There has been apparently a recall petition launched at the council meeting that you were at. There's one of the people who wanted him to quit. Here is the defense he launched at that meeting. Listen to this, Bob.
I don't think it's at all a revelation to anybody that those who aren't stellar students usually find the military a better option. That's as plain as that it's Tuesday night. But that's not a criticism of anybody. Anything I said had nothing to do with their moral character.
Okay, so he's still a teacher. He's on leave right now. He is still a councilman. But if he is recalled by the people of your town, he'll leave, right?
Well, he's already said he's not going to leave. He has been belligerent in some cases, I understand, but he refuses to step down. We passed a resolution asking Greg Salcido to resign. We've asked him to do that. The community's come together. The school board had its meeting almost with 1,000 people there. We had a couple of hundred people in our chambers, and they said, resign, Salcido, resign. We had 200 people outside chanting, get him out of here. He doesn't represent us. He doesn't represent this community, and he sure doesn't represent anyone who's in education.
Bob,
we've got
quickly,
the finest teachers out there.
Have you had words with him?
No, I have not, and I don't choose to, and I don't think any apology he can muster would ever have any sincerity in it. So no, I have no time for him at all.
Yeah. And by the way,
too many great, honorable men and women out there.
And not only is not his opinion, the numbers don't add up. We already had the head of recruiting for the Army on here, and he went over everyone's average scores, their education. It's above the national average in almost every way. So it's not only bias, it's wrong. Bob, thanks for your service. Thanks for your family's service. Yes. And thanks for speaking out this morning. We know in California, according to reports, it's earlier there. So we know you got up early for us.
Thank you so much, Bob.
I did. Well, listen, it's my pleasure, and God bless America, and thank you, our men and women in uniform, for serving this great country.
Hear, hear. Bob, thank you.